Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Ooh, excuse me. I am 20 minutes late to my own stream because that's the way that I roll. Bleh. So, we're just going to leap straight back into it. Because why not? My world is literally falling apart around me. Oh, that doesn't sound good, Mr. Electron. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things do manage to improve for you. So, let's see. I moved myself back to Lookout Landing for a reason, I think. Oh, how is my food situation? It could use some improvement. That's what it could use. Alright, let's work the fire a little bit here. Your car, your keyboard, and your PlayStation all stopped working this weekend. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're having a rough go of it. At least a keyboard is something you can replace with a cheapo, you know? Something that'll get the job done for the immediate moment. But man, a lot more hearts. I redeemed 2 hearts after I stopped streaming last night. I also sold some ore and picked up a couple of extra pieces of armor here. The rest of the Flamebreaker equipment. And I upgraded them as far as I could. So, all of my equipment is as upgraded as it is going to get, and I'm going to have to run around and do a whole lot of grinding. Yeah, I'm not happy, but I'll get through. You're broke as fuck and can't replace any of them at the moment. Aw, jeez, Mistral. That is... Ugh. That blows. Can you cook with gems? Technically speaking, you can. It doesn't mean you're gonna get anything good out of it. I'm pretty certain if you try to cook anything with gems, you'll get dubious food or something. Just basic. It's like it won't turn into actual food. It'll turn into, you know, their standard lowest common denominator. Okay, well, we have to spit something out of the cooking pot for you. So. So, let's take a look at some of my recipes here. Like these are all, this is all food. Cold weather attack up. Wow. These are all things that I've been given by, like, Sign Dude. I don't remember what his name is. Gems. Yes, indeed. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? I don't see why not. It might not be edible, though, unless you're a Goron. I have to ask whether or not gems actually, like, are super, super tasty and Gorons just don't eat them for the express purpose of, like, you know, they're worth more in money, you know? So I took some pictures, a while back of recipes that I've seen on walls. It's been a while since I've done this. Okay, so tomatoes, that'll light you up. I can make this oil, meat, rice, and eggs. That would be a fireproof potion, I think. This has got a spicy pepper, so it would warm me up. That's not something that I really need. Oil, rice, meat, and eggs. I guess we can do that. Oil, rice. We'll use, like, gourmet meat. And an egg. Oh, a critical success, I think. Wow. Wow. Okay, we'll use some of the cheap ingredients that I have available to me, which would be a bird thigh. Here we go. Hyrulean herb and a mushroom. What do I get for just those three? Steamed meat. Blech. I don't like the idea of steamed meat. Like, it works because of how much it gives me, but it doesn't seem good, you know? Simmered fruit, that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 8 hearts. 5 will do fine for now, I guess. Bomb flowers would have an explosive taste. I learned my lesson about trying to take bomb flowers out and put them on my arrows last night whenever I was down up in Goron City. Well, not Goron City, but inside of one of the caves of Death Mountain. Doing fun. I'm struggling to find motivation to write, though. I should write a fic, and I can't get started. What type of fic are we talking about, Sarah? Who, if you don't mind my asking, who's it about? Also, it just occurred to me that you greeted me with howdy, and for some reason I find that very entertaining. Because just anyone other than an American saying howdy, I find very entertaining. Hermitcraft fanfic. There's this Guess the Author event that's going on, and I would like to participate. You always greet me with howdy? Really? I am clearly not paying attention to a lot of things, then. What if we do, salt, meat, and herb? Salt grilled meat. It's not bad. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. We'll do mushroom, herb, meat, and salt. I have a lot of these things. Hi, diddly-doo, streamer. Hello, Quartz Nova. Wow, that was a lot more hearts than I expected it to give me. That's a lot of hearts that it's giving me. Wow, 9 of them. I guess I'll just keep making that then. This will be like my MVP. Or rather, my MVR, my most valued recipe. You go, greetings, Sarah, and it's fun too. Wait, am I that predictable? I always respond in the same way? I didn't realize. Fish and steak is good. So fish and steak, how would you make fish and steak? Would it just be like the normal raw meat, prime, or gourmet? Not that I know that it matters all that much. Check your recipes. Oh, that's right. I can, Wait, how do I check my recipes then? Because I can... Pick the ingredients you want, then A, recipes. I didn't know that they added this. Was this in Breath of the Wild, or is this new? I think I'm missing something, because none of the like, I've picked my recipes, but nothing. All I can do is go out to the game now. Check recipe on this stuff. I do not understand how I'm supposed to do this. Oh. Okay. Okay. Holy moly. Oh my word, that's such a hidden feature. That is incredibly context sensitive. I had no idea. Okay, I'm full up. Thank you so much for helping me figure that out. Holy freaking crap. Okay. Man, the foley that they've got there. Him just, like, shining the armor and stuff. Yeah, once I figured it out, I found a recipe that was really valuable. Wait a minute, you just reminded me. Hold for recipe. I can look at all of them now. Meat and rice bowl, haha. You can literally go through and look at everything that this has gone into. Oh, this is so useful. This is so useful. Holy freaking moly. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oops. What's going on with this map here? Nothing really. Alright. Let us return to the Elden Province. Darunia Lake. Isle of Rebek. Well, I'm not going to do any, like, super exploring. I'm going to save that. I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming. I'm going to go ahead and just chase down the main quest, so. Imagine that. Nintendo putting a useful feature behind an unintuitive interface and then letting you discover it by chance. I mean, to be fair, Nintendo is not renowned for making RPGs. Whether or not that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. Huh. Alright. Time to head north, I think. Wait a minute, that's the wrong way. I need to head this way out of Goron City. Like, Nintendo's got that track record with menu systems. The best example that I can come up with about Nintendo's iffy track record with menus is by far Animal Crossing New Horizon. And Animal Crossing as a whole, just like, they love to run you through so many menu taps, you know? Stuff that's like, it's like, I don't need you to do this with every step. Son of a... Alright. Screw that. If you attach a minecart to a shield, you essentially get a skateboard. I've seen that. I know that there are also like carts down in the depths that you can get your hands on. Wait a minute. These bitches are some of the most difficult components to get your hands on. These smother wing butterflies. Yunobo, you better not screw up my hunting. Ooh. Ooh, Daddy Link likes this. That actually sounds quite wrong to say. Daddy Link. Link... Does that... I don't think that that works. I think Link is too twinky to be called a daddy. Imagine eating fruit with salt. I could see it if you did salted caramel over the top of it. Please, Link is not a daddy. What's wrong, zombie? Have I made you uncomfortable? Or have I awakened certain feelings within you that you didn't know you had? God. Yes. I'm certain it's the latter and not the former. I'm certain it's the former, not the latter. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm saying things just to tease, if it's not obvious. Oh dear. Gonna need this for upgrading some snow quill armor. You tease? Never. It's not like I lean into the thirst trap concept. Right, chat? I don't do anything to lean into the thirst trap. Oh, on a related note to that, guys, sad news. Zelda is mommy then? Oh dear. Hazardous. Sad news, guys. Turns out that exclamation pick no longer works because Imager has decided that you're no longer allowed to host that type of stuff. Coming to the hot springs at this hour when the sun is beating down, you gotta be some kind of hot spring connoisseur to do that, traveler. Sure, there are other hot springs boiling away in other places, but the hot water here is the best. Though it used to be a simmerstone spring, had the best water before the entrance collapsed, and you couldn't get in. Simmerstone Spring. Simmerstone Springs is the cave to the Gorko Tunnel, which is southeast of these springs here. They're top secret, you see. You gotta be a Goron to know all about them. The water at those springs is the perfect temperature and goes real nice with all the steam in the caves. But the entrance got blocked off, so I can't ask Yunobo to fix it, and I can't clear it out myself. This spring here is my favorite right now, so I guess I don't need any others. Well, no matter where it's located, a hot spring is a hot spring. It all feels the same. This one here is pretty nice, though. After all, you can look at the Death Mountain scenery while you soak. It said like southwest or southeast. If I was doing my normal thing, I would go searching, you know. Oh no! Yeah, oh no indeed, Sarah. I'm gonna have to find new image hosting. Well, that's you done. So, let's just... And here I was planning on taking a new picture, and yet it's not gonna happen now, sadly. It's a sad and unfortunate set of circumstances. And you son of a... Eat that, asshole. Take this while you're at it. That chest looks a little bit different. I want to see this in the light. Nope, that's just a normal chest. It just looked weird in the shape. Eat that, asshole. Takes a whole new meaning if you forget the commas. Why? Why? What did I do to deserve this type of a statement? Should we go and you know what? Let's drop that and let's take this. We're right next to a talus. Let's Let's go and murderize this talus, shall we? Wake up. Okay, so the note is on his back. Happen. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh dear. Oh, you want to do that, eh? I'm not scared of you. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think that I have enough equipment to actually do something about this guy. Uh-oh. Ooh! Is there anything that I can attack this guy with that will actually... Oh, I got this. The Igneous Talus Hammer. Like... This was all for naught. I don't have a weapon to frickin'... I can't merge this thing to anything because I don't have a weapon for it. Well... Shit. You can drag it back with you. Yeah, but I don't even know where a weapon would be right now. And that's one of my primary issues. It's like where would I get a weapon? I'm not gonna go too far away. Like I don't want to lose that igneous heart. Is it an Igneo heart? Your other club thing? Well, everything... I didn't realize that I had this. I should have used this from the get-go, but I used up my other Cobble Crusher that didn't have anything on it. You can remove the stone. Yeah, but that wouldn't have any value because this one that I have right here already has an igneous heart on it. And the durability of your weapon, to my knowledge, is not based on what you attach to it. It's based on the durability is entirely derived from the base weapon that the objects are attached to. You broke your Moblin Pounder. Be more careful with your penis next time. There might be an alternative here for me. We'll put you right there. We're gonna scale this mountainside. I just have to be careful about how far away I go. Okay, well, the chest over there is still present. If I'm lucky, my weapon, the previous weapon that I had, that I just fused some... Nope. The weapon's gone, so... I think I'm just entirely out of luck, chat. I don't think I'm gonna... I have to just let it go. I have to just let it go. That's a spring, not a chest. Alright, we'll just move on because that's all that I can do. It pains me to do it, but it's all I can do. I can't keep it. I got the ore out of it, and I should just stay happy with that. I won't be. I'll be kicking myself for a while, but, you know. Okay, well, I don't know how on earth I'm supposed to get up there other than maybe use this minecart track to do it. So I guess we'll just follow the track back and hope that we can find something to make it work. Oh, God. Jeez, Nobo. What on freaking earth? Why?
I can do it! Let's go!
There we go. Right, I might want to, like, I don't know, have something to eat here. Restore a wee bit of my health. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Supply here anyway. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting Moblin. It's a Moblin horn. This one has armor on. I must be prepared to destroy him. Back off there, pal.
Here I go!
Poke, poke. Poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. How is it that you are not... God! Ugh, white moblins, man. Or bokoblin. Alright, well, at least I have plenty of weapons to merge with in my inventory now. Okay, you know, though. That was useless. That was entirely pointless. What have we got going on in here? Discovery. Death Mountain West Tunnel. I can only fathom what the story is here. Let's give it a shot, hey? Chat, are you ready to watch me almost freaking die? Oh. It's not as bad as I thought. Just when I thought help was finally on the way, it's a piddly Hylian. The stinking track broke, and now I'm stuck here. None of the other workers even notice. Great. Just great. At this rate, I won't be able to go buy any more marbled rock roast. This is my last one. So yeah, you've got to figure out a way to get me out of here. It's real simple. Just let me know when I can get to the cart and send me... when I can get in the cart and send it flying. Done. Oh, but you're all piddly. I mean, I can't exactly ask the president himself to do it. Wow. Such attitude. I have to attach a couple of rockets to that thing.
I can do it!
Yeah, you can. Smack it a wall. Oh, lucky. There's a bunch of There's a bunch of rockets in here. What do you know? That worked out, doesn't it? You son of a... There we go. Got a bubble gem. Or as I prefer to say, a booble gem. Which drives Tev mad. Alright, well, let's go grab that cart and do something about it, shall we? The sooner I don't have to deal with Yunobo, the better. Are you taking my cart? Oh, for God's sake, really? If I lose that cart, it's all that's left will be to plop down here and wait to return to the rock. Don't take it off anywhere you like. For God's sake. Right, I'll move it back. I didn't realize there was a chest here. Ah, happy day. Another cobble crusher. Looks like I could have used that a while back. Okie dokie. So I guess we'll just attach 3 freaking... rockets to the cart. One on the front. One for each side, basically. How could this go wrong, Chad? I don't think it's possible to go wrong. Strapping rockets to a minecart to get it out? I'm certain that all of this works perfectly fine. Like, not a single thing to worry about. I have to take my meds. Get in the cart. Sure thing, boss. That did not work. Okay, so, Chat, I think 3 rockets is not enough to move him fast enough to get him out of here. I've got an idea, though. I just got here and I see you launch a Goron. Hey, I'm doing my best, alright? I'm doing my absolute best. No one ever said that my best was gonna be the, good enough. But I am doing my best. Come on. Finally. I hate that I'm not allowed to move the fucking cart back here to where all the parts are. I have to move the parts individually up to the cart. How are you doing, Ancient Zeta? Welcome to the stream. Well, Solution Man, this is your job. Figure it out the cheapest way possible. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. How's the weather where where you guys are living? You know? Been a long day already. When you say a long day already, does that mean you're not even close to being at the end of the day? Alright, let's go ahead and put this thing back on the track. And we'll attach fans to the sides. This could potentially fix our problem of not making it over the ramp. There's one rocket. Here's another rocket. There's your third rocket. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save before... I just want the day to be over with. It's warm but very humid. Like fish out of water type of humid. Whew. Yikes.
Yeah.
Stormy over here, which is perfect migraine weather, and painkillers have decided to not do much about it, so I'm curled up in bed trying to distract myself with Tears of the Kingdom. Well, I certainly hope it's working for you to some degree. Just remembered I need to take my meds. Oh, that's some good coffee. Alright, chat, let's watch how this works. Hey, it worked! The outside, I escaped. Not bad considering how piddly you are. Want a marbled rock roast as a reward?
Oh.
Just kidding. The supply's running low, and it's precious to me, so I can't part with it. Instead of that, I'll give you what I picked up in the cave. That's it?
Hmm?
Round here, we can't get marbled rock roast. Just ugly, weird vehicles. I'm gonna tell President Yunobo and get my assignment changed. Well then. The abandoned laborer. Butt's working reasonably well. Buttspot, that's a lie. My butt has never worked well. You just haven't encouraged your butt enough to work well. Oh, did not expect to find that stuff in there. I need to go get through the desert. I freed the Rito yesterday. First several days spent going everywhere but where I needed to go. I'm gonna, like, basically the region where the way I'm working the map is that, like, you know, you start here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and explore all of, like, central Hyrule here and everything. So I did that. And then they were like, okay, go do the Rito. So I was like, okay, I'll go do the Rito and explore everything around that, which I have, and help the Rito. Now they're like, okay, go to Eldin and do that. I'm like, okay, I'll go to Eldin and explore everything there and, you know, like, open up the stuff around it. And that's what I'm on right now. So, regional completionism, I suppose you could call it. Alright, well, anyway, I came down here to grab a minecart to go up the rails, so let's do just that, shall we? So I smashed this open. I can't remember. Was it just a rocket and a control unit? Yeah, that was all that it was. A rocket and a control unit. Pura does suggest an order, but I'm just going wherever my hectic brain takes me. And honestly, if your game won't let, like, if an open world game doesn't really allow you to do that, it's not a very good open world game. Huh? Didn't you go to Death Mountain? Oh, sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Just earlier, a blonde-haired Hylian like you headed off towards Death Mountain. Now that I think about it, the Hylian was a woman. Okie dokie. Probably the Zelda imposter or whatever. Well, I would prefer to do more than one fan, but this is what we got.
I can do it!
Oh, right. I forgot. What button did I push? I didn't press anything.
Charge! Here I go!
Whoopsie. That worked out in the end.
Goro! Charge!
Ooh, seared steak.
I can do it!
Yes, you can.
Let's roll!
That works.
Here I go!
Hello, hello. Aha! Wait a minute. There we go. That's the way I want it to look.
I can do it! Charge!
The new and improved minecart. I ended up at Spectacle Rock on my travels with no map. Got a rare Talus heart from the location. Sounds kind of par for the course with the way that this game works. This couldn't go wrong at all.
Goro!
Is it possible to run one of these things so fast that it flies off the track? I totally missed. Goodbye, Yunobo.
I can do it! Let's roll! Goro!
Okay, I could miss that too.
Here I go! Charge! I can do it! Goro! Let's roll! I can do it!
All right. That worked way better than I thought it would. What's this? Reminder for Hylian workers. The red substance on the that spouts from the cracks of the ground is called gloom, avoided at all costs. Coming into contact with gloom drains your vitality. If you touch it, get away from it immediately and rest. Resting in the fresh air on the surface is recommended. The turbo cart. Yes, I did that like 2 hours ago. Add rocks and find out. God. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Link, over there. Whoa, whoa, hold up there, pal. This way? What's going on? What's the new quote-unquote divine beast?
It was near here. When I came up the mountain, I saw her. The princess was standing right here, Goro. And then she gave me this fancy mask to wear around. After that, oh, jeez. It's no use. I can't remember anything that happened after that.
Uh-oh.
Huh? There she is! Princess! Princess Zelda! We need to talk to you! It's dangerous.
That's a lot of gloom. Rising from the Death Mountain crater, Morgia. Huh. Whoa, that thing broke out of the crater like it was nothing. Is that marbled rock? Is it alive? And there's 3 of those things. Hang on, no, those are heads. It's so big. How could something that large appear out of nowhere like that? I've never seen anything like this on Death Mountain. If we don't take that thing out, who knows what'll happen to Princess Zelda? But I can't exactly charge at it from down here. Ideas, Link?
It's real big.
I've got an idea. Wasn't mine, though. I'm not built for aerial combat.
Nice shot. You okay?
Down! Down further! Down! Ah, shit.
Time to retreat.
Down! Down! Pitch it downward! Ugh. Ace Pilot Link. I'm not Ace. Very much so sexual. Robosexual mostly, but... Well, if that doesn't go straight into the depths, I don't know what does.
Whew.
We did it? We did it! What was that thing anyway? I thought Princess Zelda walked off somewhere around here.
Huh?
You don't suppose she fell into the hole, do you? That would be awful. Come on, Ling, let's hurry. I want to talk about... Princess Zelda, don't worry, we're coming! I want to talk about a bad decision there. I believe that's the definition of one. But, here we go. I just got a loading screen tip titled Yiga on Wheels, and my tired migraine brain read Vag on Wheels. Jeez. I'm in the heart of Death Mountain. If only we had a Goron cannon. Oh, wait, we do! Alright, well, the light route dispelled some of the darkness. Alright. Where the hell did Yunobo go? Oh, there he is. Hard to believe that there's anything here. I mean, Death Mountain was... It always has been. It's, an active volcano. This is not how active volcanoes look inside of them.
Hmm?
Who knew it would look like this inside Death Mountain? Now that I look closer, I see a whole lot of those red rocks.
Huh?
Why would Princess Zelda be down here with all this marbled rock roast? Huh?
To me.
Huh?
I'm hearing things again, but, I mean, you heard it too, right, Link? Because I definitely heard someone speaking just now. Let's see. I think it was coming from that way. Maybe this has to do with Zelda. I've got a heaping pile of questions for her, so let's hurry.
Here I go!
At least Yunobo wears a little bit more clothing. Yunobo wears more clothing than your standard, Goron. I can appreciate that. Why, hello, Lying! Greetings, Raiders, how are you all doing? Hey! Welcome and hello! Oh, Eli, the picks don't work anymore. You've pointed out something that's broken. I need to find new image hosting, sadly. What the hell is the light route? But what were you getting up to over on your streamline?
Yeah.
Oh man, all the particle effects down here really has Oh god, my nose is so itchy. We caught lightning in a jar, upgraded my magic power bank, and overhauled some auto crafting. That's not bad. Seems pretty reasonable. You know, Bo, did you murderize more frogs? Or frocks, I think they're called. Damn it, I was looking forward to you blushing at the pics after my power came back an hour and 30 minutes late. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Imager has made my pictures unavailable to people, much to my chagrin. Okay, it's whatever, man. My standard method of exploration isn't working because I can't see any of the damn light routes. Well, I can, but they're all in the wrong direction. Is this the whole NSFW purge thing? I believe so. I think that they've got bots checking for whether or not there's too much skin or flesh tones in pictures. My images remained unpublished, you know, so it wasn't like they would show up in searches or anything. But if Imager has, like, done an NSFW purge, I would imagine that there were a bunch of people abusing the system and using it to host content that isn't okay anywhere. Because typically when sites are like, that's it, no more NSFW content, period, they tend to have a growing and extremely serious problem with straight up illegal sexual content. It is oddly dark and bright all at the same time down here.
I can do it! Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that things are turning out the way that they are for Imager, because
Yeah.
I mean, what to say? I used to really like Imager. It was a fun site that I spent a lot of time on, and things changed for them, you know? Just straight up changed. So, okay, can I get a pine cone and just set it on fire by putting it down? No, I can't get lift in here. Oh crap. I guess I'm just straight up stuck. I have to come up with like a glider or some sort of a flying device. If I have the ability to make that type of stuff here. Ooh. I should have used my rocket shield. Should have used my rocket shield. Well. But either way, I don't actually know what's going on over at Imager. I just know the effects of it all. Which is the fact that they don't want to see me wearing a fishnet body stocking. Their loss, really. Oh my god, ow. Ow. The Wright brothers, but it's Will with no knowledge of aerodynamics. Hey, come on now. You're just being a little bit harsh, don't you think? Oh my god, did I just... Goddamn brat. Jeez! Oh, that's why it's a mining node that I'm next to. No such thing as too much zonaite, right? Hello, Zouchin, how you doing? Greetings. Greetings to you. Good news, Zouchin. No dirty and filth in the stream yet so far today.
Yeah.
Screw you! Just finish. Jeez.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. Here I go.
Mighty construct bow.
Yeah.
Oh man, so many Poes down here. When do the Master Sword and Shield come back? Well, I mean, there's never truly been a Master Shield in the game. So, I mean, I might be able to find the Hylian Shield. Yeah, a Hylian Shield, I think is what it was called. I might be able to find that at some point, but it's no telling. Strife caused a glitch in the Matrix. Greetings, Cortex. How are you doing?
Yeah.
We're staying squeaky clean today. No innuendos. Nothing of the sort. I did it again. Oh my god. I keep forgetting I can't take bombs out down here. I'm having a time. Premature explosion. Yes. Yes, that's what happened to me. Little bit embarrassing. What about the dirty things on the throne? Hey, listen, if you want to, like... Oh, God. Whoa, I did not know I needed that stretch. Listen, the naughty things on that list are on that list. They are over there. They are out of sight. They are out of reach. And suggestions are over there and out of reach, and they're not on this good, clean Christian stream, okay? Obviously. Obviously. So here's the deal, guys. I need to get myself a refill on coffee. So, why don't you listen to some nice, smooth, easy music, and I'll be back. And maybe you guys can like, maintain the purity while I'm gone. There we go. I'll be right back. I've returned. What have you guys been saying? 40 music. Lying, why are you bringing up the fart music? I don't think that that's entirely necessary. Doing very good. Saw Spider-Verse last night. It was spectacular. I would hope that they would... How to put it? Like, it's a high bar, right? Because the first Spider-Verse film was just so insanely good. So wildly and insanely good. All right, so let's go back to the fun times here. I now have a stroopwafel. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was going back to see if I can make some sort of a flying device at some of the shrines here. They crushed the sequel. Is it okay to say a very slight spoiler? No. Because I plan on, like, I'm so interested in watching it. You know, though, you are entirely useless. It was right next to you, and you couldn't even hit it. I mean, didn't Spider-Verse literally just come out yesterday as well, or something like that?
I can do it!
Come on.
Here I go!
Get rid of all these rocks. Okay, so we have a dispenser over here.
I can do it!
Came out on Friday last week. Oh, so that's why.
Yeah.
Like the local theater, they have specials on Tuesdays where all the going to see a film is like only $6 or something per ticket. So like Tev and I might go out of our way to hop out tomorrow night or something. I don't know how likely of a thing that is to happen, but you never know. Okay, so I don't think that I can build a flying machine out here. I think it is entirely impossible for me to build a flying machine here. I'm very annoyed by how I'm, like, running around on islands and I don't have a map either. Alright, let's save here. And let's see if we can just scale it the hard way. I doubt it. I mean, this game... this is a section of the map where they seem to have thought out how exactly to prevent you from just beelining to something. Can you build an off-road machine? I mean, the problem with the off-road machine is that I don't think it'll... I don't even know how deep the lava is. A lot of it comes down to the fact that I don't know how deep the lava is, and I'm just like, can't I just, like, walk over... Call me crazy. I don't like the build mechanic in this game, because I find it to be tedious. I find it to be wildly tedious having to build stuff in this game. I build a device and or a vehicle, and I'm like, this is slower and it's less efficient than just smacking it with a bunch of weapons.
Goro!
Okay, you are crazy. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't determine how I feel about these things by like any amount of reason, you know. Feeling is just feeling, and building stuff with the build mechanic is something that it's like, I think I have to entirely stop myself and force myself to focus on something like the build mechanic. Just let those guys duke it out for a little bit. You asked me to call you crazy, so I did. Wait a minute. Taking my flippant statements rather literally there. You asked me to call you crazy, so I did. Okay. I see how things are. Either way, chat, it's good to see that after leaving and coming back, I have found that you have kept the chat, you have kept things pure.
Yeah.
Pure for all to see. Very chaste, if you will. Urge to discuss fetishes rising. No. God damn it, Yunobo. You suck. Are you just... Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have to make a joke. You come across a man vending cabbages. What do you do? Upend his cart and just keep moving. Shit. He's made out of some pretty stuff. He's not dead yet! Finally! Oh my god. Some of these Bokoblins just do not freaking die whenever... I just got done fighting a Talus, and literally a second after before I could even pick up any of the loot, suddenly Blood Moon, and now I'm fighting the Talus again. That is the way that this game will treat you often. Well, at least the light route that's over there is... And that's my destination, so... I don't want to use any more, like, dishes if I can help it. Like, I don't wanna use up any more of my like restorative, let's get my hearts back that have been lost to the gloom type stuff. Missy light route. Mississippi. Mississippi? Oh, thank God.
I can do it!
hell is this thing? Ooh! Oh dear. Off, shut off. Okay. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. There's obviously only one thing to do with it. Seems to be a rocket launcher for that building system you hate. It's not that I hate it. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with the building system. It's just that I'm here to run from location to location. I'm not here to build stuff. Like, I do not think about a Zelda game and I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to be an engineer. It's like, no, that's not what I think of whenever I pick up a Zelda game. I'm here for adventure, not for building. What happened? I was getting something. Chat became pure once again. Chat was re-purified in the fires of Mount Doom. Or, I'm sorry, Death Mountain. Mount Doom, Death Mountain, Big Mountain, same difference. But Will, engineering is how you get industrialization. Yes, this is very true, but I'm not here for that right now. This is a form of escapism. So anyway, Strife, what's your position on Anna/ban? Wait. This must be a joke that's going straight over my head because I'm not catching on. I don't think I picked up on the punchline completely there. God damn it. Everything's fine, nothing's ruined. Ooh, shit! Ooh, shit. I forgot that was a thing I could do. Ooh, oh dear. Oops. Sorry. I don't really know what I'm doing here, man. Boss Bokoblin Guts. A rare material dropped by a Boss Bokoblin. It moves constantly and looks grotesque. Toss it into a stew with some critters to create an elixir. Whoops. Ooh. The joke is that I would be banned the instant I said something dirty. Well, I mean, I kind of figured that part out. It was what you were supposedly saying that I couldn't figure out, so... Sexy punching the downstairs entryway. A-N-A. A-N-A. What, how? Sexy downstairs punching the entryway, starting with A-N-A. I don't know why I'm not connecting these dots to know exactly the word that you were trying to use, but... I think I'm being particularly, dense today. Okay, so... Anal fisting, Strife. Anal fisting. Oh my god. Lying, why would you say that? I think I might have to ban you for that one right now. You're being dirty in this very pure stream. Hello, Bacillus. How are you doing? Nothing dirty has been happening here, I promise. My internet cut out. Who said what now? Nothing. Nothing at all, Bacillus. Or, Eli. Nothing happened at all, Eli. Worry yourself not.
Here I go! Charge!
That's a particularly big one right there.
I can do it!
Oh, we're talking about nodding now? Lying? My god. Holy mother of pearl, are you For fuck's sake, I hate this. I hate how he rolls up on me and does this type of shit. Press X to doubt.
I can do it!
Is this a fan boat? They went down easy. surely you can't get across the lava faster than the fan boat. That's probably the most effective method that I have available to me, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it that way. I'm walking. I'm hoofing it. The Fire Temple. Las Gordonia rediscovered. Is this where I heard the voice coming from? We're in the home of your ancestors here, man. It's this way. Temple, first floor.
Oh.
What is this place? And why is something like this inside of Death Mountain? Huh?
Huh?
Oh, it's Princess Zelda! Wait, I gotta talk to you.
Huh?
What the, where'd she go?
I can do it!
My God, we've actually got a quote-unquote temple to go through. Chat, this is absolutely unheard of.
Huh?
There's something up ahead. No, Zelda! Please, don't slowly sashay away from me. Oh no! The way you're wiggling those hips! Link, over here.
Huh? It's Zelda, Goro!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Not good, not good. Princess Zelda's stuck in there. We gotta hurry and help her.
Huh?
But how do we get in? Well, she did now. God. Locked.
Huh?
Did you see that? The gate, it moved just a little. There it is again.
Young little rock. The gate you must pass through is firmly locked with 5 padlocks. You have the power to unlock them all. Do so, then the gate should open.
You don't have to, like, spell it out like...
My words.
Okay.
Huh?
No denying. I heard it loud and clear this time, but who could it be? And what did they mean by young little rock? They did tell us how to open the gates, so they can't be all bad, right? So all we got to do is unlock the 5 locks, then we can get in there. Okay then, so... What do my supplies look like right now? I kind of want to back out of the temple just to try and upgrade my armor a little bit. But I'd have to go hunting for fireproof lizards. This game is largely targeted at children, Strife. Some amount of hand-holding is to be expected. Here's the thing. You see 5 giant locks and you make them glow or whatever, and you don't have to explain it to people. And this is a Nintendo thing that bothers me. They do an unnecessary amount of hand-holding in a lot of their games. I mean, I guess I shouldn't complain too much, but still. Whoa!
Here I go!
Oh. Well, okay then. Why are we washing this? What do we have now? Mighty Construct Bow. Is that even better than anything I'm holding? No, it's not.
Here I go! Let's roll!
Whoops. I think I killed him. There we go. I hate Yunobo so much. He is constantly in my way. What do you think? Is that enough? Come here. There we go.
Huh?
Whoa, Link, check that out. Oh. What is that thing? Looks like a gong. No, it's a thong. There's a different... Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna get banned from my own stream for saying that one. That's not a pure statement.
That must be the first padlock, Link. Oh, there are 4 more for us to find. That's a lot.
Yeah, I like how you smack a gong and it just scares the lock into submission. Just... Oh, we got some hydrants. It's no longer a Christian stream now? Great. Do I have to start with all of the dick jokes now? I think it necessitates that I start, you know, discussing all sorts of things that wouldn't be appropriate on a good Christian stream. Oh dear. I walked too far away and now my freaking cart is missing. Time for a little butt kiss.
Here I go! I can do it!
Soldier Construct Horn 4. A horn embedded with a sharp disc. The disc spins mysteriously and can slice through almost anything. Attach the horn to a weapon and vastly increase its attack power. You'd figure there would be something at the end of the line, but no. Not a single thing. So I want to go back the way that I came. Check this. Happy day. Uh-oh. That cart has... uh-oh. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh. That was totally worth 10 extra arrows. Lord Buttkiss. What a name. What a euphemism. Interesting. Oh, it opened it up. Okay.
I can do it!
You screwball. There we go, the 1-2 punch. What do we got in here? Hello? What's in the chest? What's in the chest? Titties, that's what. Titties. Booba! That's what everybody wants to hear, right? You know what? I don't think I have any spears, so let's drop that. Let's switch over to this. Did my cart really disappear that fast? Give me a break. Looney Tunes incoming? Nah. Nothing of the sort would ever happen. Got it. Sweet. Oh my god, what is with all the ad breaks? I think Twitch might be having a time. And by a time, I mean they're getting increasingly greedy. Because I can guarantee that I'm not triggering the ad breaks. All I like triggering are orgasms. They are not the same thing at all.
Stay focused!
Back over here, man. I want your spoils. I don't want you falling to pieces where I can't reach you. Kick the robot while he's down. Alright, fuse attack power. Let's grab just a basic one of these. And fuse. I'm about to start watching YouTube live streams. I don't even know how it is over on YouTube live streams, you know? Hey Will, how's you? I'm all right. I'm all right. Oh, right. Yunobo, come here. I'm here. All right. So that's 34. I have about an hour.
Way to go! Let's hurry, Goro!
I've got 3 gongs. I got 3 thongs and an hour. 3 thongs, a boss, and an hour to go. Goodly, TM. That's good to hear. Extra happy. Huh, I've got 3 bongs, a boss, and an hour to go. God. How dare you take the piss out of what I just said. Now, lest I be mistaken. There we go. I think I'm 1 up there. 1 up, you say, eh? 1 up, you say. Alright, let's switch to this weapon so we can take on some of the constructs better. Flame Emitter Club, a powerful sword used by the Zonai and made of Zonite. It resonates with attached Zonai devices to greatly increase its attack power. hello. We got a new part to take a picture of. You think you're one up? You think that you've got you're better because you have bongs instead of thongs? Captain Construct 3 horn. A sharp blade-like horn with complex tip. It looks almost decorative, attached to a weapon to greatly increase the power attack. Sweet. That does a decent amount of damage there. I mean, I'm not about to roll my own using a pair of soiled panties, am I? So yeah, I am. Deal with it. God. Well, I got an MD, PhD, TP, and GTO. I'm simultaneously fascinated and confused. What the hell did that do? This is such a large central hub. I'm kind of confused about what... I got a bachelor's a couple of years ago, and I'm having one tonight too. So you're having a bachelor party then? Lying just redeemed flag change. Wall flag says trans rights. Okay, so we switched from pride to trans. Oh! Okie dokie. Holy. We'll get right on that. Go ahead and flag swap. Aren't bachelors a brand of instant soup? They are indeed. Enjoy your soup. Alright, so there we go. Flag change. Switch to the trans flag. Mark that as complete. As a reminder, there is at least one thing for the flag spot that can be purchased off of the wish list. A novelty, oversized pair of underwear that is rubber duck print. So it's a thing. It's an old cartoon thing. The MD PhD TP thing? Okay. Alright, how the hell do I get... So there's a broken rail there. I should probably switch back to the actual game. There's a broken rail here. I could probably make that jump, but I'd have to have enough thrust, as it were. Two fans and 3 rockets is what's needed to do it, I think. Well, let's do some construction, shall we? So, we need fans on the left and the right. Never forget, chat, even if you can't, even if you never purchase anything off of the wish list or anything like that, you being here is the most beneficial and wonderful gift of all. Having chat that is present is always fun. Those are not even, but it's fine. Alright, come on, baby. You heard him chat, get presents. No. That was not... That was not the message. Squats for Strife. God. Alright, let's see if this does the job.
I can do it!
Uh-oh. I can be relatively certain you're not going to fly off the edge with your spoils.
Here I
Squats for Strife. You lost the rocket. You lost the butt kit. Excuse me? Is that supposed to be a butt rocket? That happens. They fly off and blow up a bit after activation. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Could the cannon be used as a form of propulsion? It did launch itself before. Maybe? I don't actually know. Come on. There we go. Why are you guys insistent on giving me squats, by the way? Like, did I do something to you guys to make you want to, like, redeem so many at once? Help you stay active and healthy? I thought it was just because you guys wanted to see me, see my butt or something. Damn it. Let's grab a cart. Oh dear. I mean, it it didn't really work. All that time making a roof and it's not matching. Wait, what do you mean making a roof? What do you shit. That's not what I meant to do. What do you mean making a roof, camera Axel? I'm confused. Making a roof in Minecraft. Ugh. How am I supposed to connect this stupid thing? Is this good enough, actually? Okay, that was good enough. I was overthinking this shit. That literally did nothing good for me. There's nothing here! Ooh, hey. Where did these come from? Didn't check both sides, one block in height. Oh, God, that would suck. Would suck, does suck. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't this, shouldn't I hit this thing first? I think I need to hit this thing. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. You know what? You make a compelling argument. But for some reason... I should probably save before I go off on this little adventure. For some reason, I have nothing in my mind but the concept that chat might be wanting a more OnlyFans type of workout. I can't stop the filth from happening in my mind. What do we have in here? Show me the goods! Ruby, not bad. I mean, could be better, but not bad. Like, not a particularly useful detour, though. There we go. It feels so much like I'm missing something over here. So what exactly were you working on there, Camera Axel, that, like what type of a building was it that you ended up getting a bad roof on or something? A greenhouse. Oh dear, that sounds like it would be a lot of glass that just doesn't work out. That would be highly inconvenient. So, moving forward a bit. Can you ascend in certain spots? Like, it looks a lot to me like the roofs in this temple are specifically designed to be too high for me to ascend. That's what it looks like anyway. My silk touch pickaxe just broke. Time to talk to the villagers again. You should really have like a mob grinder and a mending camera. You... That's not what I wanted. How the hell am I supposed to do this?
Goro!
Okay, that doesn't work. Hello? Oh my god, it's an elevator. Mending is somewhat intentionally hard to come by on my Patreon server. Oh boy. The mending villager is in the base camp. I have 2 villagers until I can sort a breeder out. Silk Touch is a book I can get here. Well... Sounds like a long-term, Long-term commitments, if you will. I've built villages on my own personal server like 2 or 3 times now. Alright, well, let's ascend! Whoa. It's more impressive than when my little pee-pee gets happy. So then, Hi, Will. I'm awake and very late. Aw, what a shame. You missed the best part, you know? You missed all the filth. The filth happened, and now it's over with, and you showed up late, and you're always missing it. What was that about being pure today, Strife? We lost the opportunity to be pure. Like, we've been defiled. We were originally claiming that there was going to be lots and lots of, Today's stream was supposed to be pure. It was supposed to be pure. That ultimately did not work out. So hey, if you want to heap on some of the filth, go ahead. Feel free to. There's no filth too filthy to be to not be added onto the stream. It's because I've arrived, clearly. I mean, hey. Oh. I don't think this is how I was supposed to get here, but I'm here. There you are, Nobo.
Goro!
So, you know, if you wanna filth it up, feel free to. I'm not gonna tell you not to. In fact, you could even make it more filthy. You know how? It's actually very simple. Hundo donations. You know how to filth things up. I know that nobody's gonna do it, but I have to try, you know? Weird. Don't tempt me. I will do it again. I mean, I'll believe it if you actually do it, but my whole point here is that, like, I'm not trying. I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything, okay? I'm just saying that you know the rules, and so do I. You're clearly taunting, though. Okay, if you want me to taunt you, then I'll say it. Go ahead. I'm not afraid of anything, because I know you won't. I've got how much time left in this stream? I have a half hour left. I'll be amazed if I finish this dungeon, in all honesty. Come here.
I can do it!
Keep it up, Goro!
I thought that was actually a whole platform up here. Evidently I was wrong. Now for the complicated part. The fact that I lack an entire cart to make this happen. To get down from here. Here we go. Here's one. There we go. No! No! Shit. Oh, well, I guess... I shouldn't have done that anyway. Okay, well, okay. I made a little bit of a boo-boo. Oh, there's a cart down here. What was I supposed to do with this? They clearly set this up. Like, I didn't get up here the way that I was supposed to. What was I supposed to do up here in the first... Like, what were their intentions?
Goro!
Okay. Where's the track switch for that? I see no track switcher. Huh. Well, okay then. Guess I'll just get back to the station and shut it off. Okay, so that's where I want to go. Oh! Oh, hey! Hey, I can do something about this. Can you imagine how sweaty Link must be at this point? Like, he would have had to drink a gallon of water every 5 minutes with how hot it is down here. This is enough. Probably not, but we can try. Nope, not long enough. It's not long enough, chat. Sadly, it's not long enough. It needs to be longer. He would be very boiled by now. Yes, he absolutely would be. Red like a lobster, you know? Let's attach one more and see if that does the job. I mean, I can get an infinite number of these little platforms, so. Damn it. I want to keep it straight. This can't be a gay platform. It must be straight. Cool. 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 Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, they've guarded it. I can't hit that switch. So they really do want me to go up through this track onto the platform, probably. I can't get to it from here. The thing is, there's no track switch over here. Like, there's a spot over there where the track diverges, but there's no way to force the track, the minecart onto the left side of the track. So, like, how the hell am I supposed to get to it? Should I just stamina hack it? Like, climb all the way up and just glide down, maybe? Probably won't work, but I mean, I don't really have much of an option at this point. All the freaking minecarts have gone missing on me. Oh shit. Oh shit. Where the fuck am I now? So, I'm trying to get up into that, but how the hell do I get up above me? Oh my god, this is such a pain in the ass. Like, I've never liked dungeons with big tracks and everything on them, because I end up with these types of, like, puzzles. For that matter, why the fuck can't... Oh, god damn it, man. I still can't get over there. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed if you can't tell. Mostly because I'm not going to finish the dungeon. I wanted to finish it today. But it's increasingly looking like I'm just not going to do the dungeon, finish the dungeon today, because there's two... Okay, I can't climb up there to the next level either, so... Ah! This is aggravating. This is a big, messy, and complicated dungeon, and I don't understand how to navigate it properly. Also, I'm getting lost because all of the tracks look the same. Which is more of a me thing than anything else, you know. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep running in circles and hope that I find something. That's about the only option that I have available to me. What the hell was that? There's either something behind me or above me. What the hell is up here? This is so slow. Can I put my climbing gear on and not catch on fire? Okay, I can. Ugh. When the dungeon when the means of traversing the dungeon makes so little sense, you just start to like try to like go skirt around the edges of the rules and everything. Straight in this Pride Month? Listen, it's possible to still be straight during Pride Month, I swear. Link, would you... No! Oh, fucking... Have I been here before? Doesn't look like it. Alright, finally. No problem. Let's just cheat the shit out of the dungeon to actually finish it because the design is confusing me so much.
Done, Goro.
But all the bigots keep telling me it's illegal to be straight during Pride. Go on.
I can do it! Let's go!
I'll always be straight during Pride Month. I'm not gay. I didn't look at his cock ever. I swear. My mouth didn't salivate whenever I saw it either. Okay, I am legitimately baffled. I do not know how the hell you were. How would you even get up there, like, legitimately without... There's no cart that comes up here. Are you supposed to climb up here? I guess you are. That's weird. Okay, so the last one is over there. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Hope that I can actually get through this. Okay, so... I need to get to the other side of this wall. Oh, this is a devilishly difficult thing to do. Is it possible for me to shimmy along the outside wall? Oh my god, I think it is. Well, cool. This feels like a Dark Souls moment. Oh man. I mean, it's not been a perfect experience getting my butt over to this area. This reminds me of my D&D group more than anything now. Trying to conceive of just how many backpacks you'd actually need to have that much inventory space. Man, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. I'm so fucking pissed by this. What the fuck? Shut off, both of you! Jesus! Fuck off! God! No, wait, stop! No! God. Oh, this fucking game hates me! You suck so much, Yunobo. God, you just had to hit the thing. It was 5 feet in front of you. And then he wonders where his carts went off to. No, I don't. God, did I come over here just to find out that this is not where I needed to go? Oh, fucking hell. There was a track switch before, but I can't say if it goes anywhere useful. Hello, Jiggleham. Oh, this is fucking pain. This is the most like, there's too much freedom for this dungeon to make any reasonable amount of sense. Like, it's too open. It is so goddamn confusing. Yeah, again, the only place where I can do anything is right here where this boulder is, and I cannot break the boulder over here. Alright, we're going for the big hack. The big hack. Can Yunobo find me where I'm standing? I don't think that Yunobo can reach me, so I can't get through this boulder. This fucking hurts. It is entirely impossible to get inside of this structure. I do not know how they've... I'm Like, it's one story to be lost, but it's another story to be like, what did the developers even want me to do here? Because they've basically built a box that I have to get inside of, but they've sealed it up so tight that I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to even hope to get inside of it. I am so utterly and helplessly lost here about what they wanted me to do. It's even... Okay, so the gong is on the lowest level. That means they want me to go in from the top, but the top is sealed up like a... Oh my god! Jeez, the system. Came at a bad time, relatively speaking. I do not understand. Just fucking Yunobo, stop shoving me around, dick. Hello, Tevla. How you doing? Ugh. I'm having a time, chat. I'm just having a time. This is worse than the freaking water temple from Ocarina of Time. I'm not lying. Like, the water temple is infamous for being just like a shit show of like, where the fuck am I and what am I supposed to be doing? Doesn't even compare to this. Does not even compare to this. And I still can't do anything with this. Let's get on this cart and see.
Here I go!
Just stick to the cart already. Track. There we go. Now to put the glass back. Well, I mean, best of luck to you on that wondrous front that you got there. Alright, well, I made it over here. Not that I think it really matters all that much. There we go. Okay, well, I fixed that track. I don't think that it helps me in the slightest, though. Because, again, like, I still can't... Like, this is the structure that I'm supposed to get inside of. I'm next to it again. But once more, I do not know how to get inside of it. The only route in that I can see is that enormous boulder up top, which is not on this side, that I cannot reach with Yunobo in any way. The lesser chaos god of cheese has arrived. Hello, Cooler. How are you doing? Yes, there is a track going into the building up higher, and it's this one, but here's the thing. As you can see, the track reaches right here, and then it is entirely walled off. And we've looked at this wall from the highest point. This wall is impenetrable. There's no way through it. Does the track above you go anywhere? Not to a place that I haven't been yet, to my knowledge. I think that that's the case. If we can't break into the building, can we open the gate? Now, this is my understanding from the way that Zelda games have always worked. that gate will open
Here I go!
when you finally get inside and you do the thing. Like, that is your instant exit that they have built in. That is the instant exit that they built into the structure for you to leave the moment that you do what needs to be done. This is not what I thought it would do. What does the other one do? This other one, it just... Oh. Oh, okay, well, there you go. Okay, so that should mean that I can come back here, assuming that the stupid minecart doesn't completely creep away from me. Oh, man. This is what I was fucking worried about. It's 2:30 already. I got one gong and then a boss. Have you tried all the railroads? I can't keep track of the railroads. There are too many, and there are too many tracks that are too spaghetti. I cannot keep track of them. That is the primary issue that I have here. So... like, above everything else, I don't know where I am in this dungeon because it's all too samey and it's not segmented enough. So, okay, so coming to this tower had no use. We could try to use Ascend. Oh my word, it did work. Is the Goron Smash the only way to remove boulders? The red boulders, specifically the red boulders, the only way to remove them is the Goron Smash. So then curves up and around here. And then it comes into here. Comes into here, and then this would... reasonably, you'd think that it would... Yeah, so the problem is that this track, if I was to get over here and hit on this track and then come up here, it would just arrive me at a spot where I can't access anything. I hate this temple. I hate this temple so much. Oh my god, is this temple ever, like, the bane of my existence right now. Okay, well, Ascend worked, but it's not doing me any good right now because there's no point in being here. For that matter, where's the switch control for this one? Because this isn't a broken track, this is just a switch. So I get that. This is a raised lower one, isn't it? Let's get in the track. Let's get in the cart here. I gotta try. I gotta try. Let's shut that off. Oh, god damn it. It keeps... I hate this so much. Oh, fuck it! Oh, ah! God! Okay, so...
Here I go!
Okay, stop. Okay. Okay, I actually managed to force the thing to stop. Okay, so if I hit this, it operates the wrong thing. God damn it. Oh. What's the switch to control that thing? Wait a minute, that's not the right thing? Oh god, I've gotten myself turned around and I don't know where the hell I am again. I think I'm steadily getting an idea of the solution here. I think I have to stop. I think I have to stop dead in the middle of this and come back even more lost than I am now. Because none of this is making sense and I'm supposed to stop right now. Ugh.
I can do it!
William's salty levels rising. That and some more. Like, I don't think that this track section will elevate in any way. I think it only rotates, which raises the question, what the hell is the purpose of that track up there that seemingly is supposed to be responsible for getting you up on top? You know, maybe is it possible for me to ascend up here and just use the minecart to go further up? The two switches opposite from here are to make an... Okay, so you can't say opposite of here. Oh my god, like... Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to communicate this without being mean or anything. Relative in the moment is not good information because I'm moving around so much. Okay, anyways. Two switches opposite from here are to make an elevated track and to rotate a track. I think you need to use them to construct the upper track that goes... Will, they're trying. I know. Okay. Calm down. I'm gonna calm down. The switch by the chest, along that track is another switch. I mean, pair of switches. Okay, so... You're talking about this right here? I think you need to use them to connect to the upper track that goes around into the building. That chest by the switch. Okay, so... Chest by the switch. So this'll just... Obviously, it'll just turn the track around, which I'm gonna need, but... So here's the problem. By my measure, what I can tell is that this platform right here does not elevate. It just... It doesn't elevate, it just turns. That seems to be the case. Or, am I wrong? I might be wrong. Is there something that's just been staring at me this whole time?
Here I go!
So if I stay on this track, it'll just curve me right back around. Have I just been missing something entirely obvious? I might have. Shut off. So... Oh my god, it does elevate. Oh my... Okay. Okay. Now I don't know how much this will help me, but what is up with the quartz trying to run away from me? Oh, of course. There's already a card on it. That's how, like, tied up in knots I am. Okay, so.
I can do it!
The question is, will this actually lead to anything? I don't know if it will. That's my challenge, right? So what has this done? Okay, so this has led me to up here, which I've already done. Just get that off the track. Alright, so now my problem is that that is the only way in, okay? How am I supposed to... Why didn't I think of this before? Why did I not think of this before? Should have thought of this. This'll probably do the job. I don't have to have an entire ramp that'll shoot him all the way up there. I just need enough of a ramp that'll shoot him up there. I'm overthinking shit. That's my problem. Oh my god. Okay, so... how do I get up there without, I think you had the right idea with the giant plank of basalt before. I never thought about it, but I guess that is basalt. At least in the capacity that basalt exists in Minecraft is basalt. Oh, nice. A little ledge so I can... Ooh, well, super. Okay. It's that they're not letting me climb over that lip. Fuck! Wait a minute, can I... Nope. Come on. Shit! I mean, I got up there before. I just have to figure out how to do it again. Now you've got an open door for a bridge to go to... Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. I could just... I keep doing the wrong thing. Okay.
Here I go!
We'll go back and we'll make an absurdly large bridge. Now to spend an undue amount of time making a bridge. Can I gonna need like 6 of these or something, I guess. It's a long path to actually make a bridge over, so. I think my big problem is that I am just fundamentally, I'm not like an engineer. Like, you asked me to build stuff, yeah, sure, but give me instructions. I cannot come up with the ideas on my own. Carefully. Let's hope that this is long enough. Please, God, let this be long enough. Whew. Okay, so I need at least 10 of these. Alright, I haven't been counting, but whatever. I mean, is this what they want me to do to make a bridge over to the thing? Because that's the thing that I have the least amount of clue about right at the moment. It's like, is it a situation where I'm like, okay, I made a hole in the wall, and then, like, I've immediately missed the fact that they gave me, like, an easy elevator to go over to it or something? I mean, I know that there's a rail track right next to me, but I know that I can't activate it. So, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Okay, so this is 8. This makes it as long as it was last time. They want you to make a car ramp, but this is easier. Whoa, wait a minute. Lying, what do you mean they want you to make a car ramp? I'm confused. Because that, right up there, that's the activation switch and I can't reach it, right? So how the hell would I make a car ramp out of this? Unless they're like, yeah, just go ahead and arc an arrow over it. Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's possible to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still not long enough. But it's getting so long that it's going to be unwieldy here, so I better actually move it. So it's like, is what I said about, like, the rail ramp not being an option making sense, or am I still missing something? That's the, like, that's what I want to know. I don't know if I'm still missing something, because I've missed, oh my god, have I missed so much in this game. Nobo, please. God, I hate followers. Oh my god, I think I did it. Alright, now that we are in here... I don't even know how you're supposed to get over there. You're making sense. My other idea here is to make some kind of flying vehicle leap, though. Like, and a lot of my trouble with this, with the dungeon design here is that I don't know how much they want me to be engineering the solution. I mean, they've given you so much freedom, but it's not obvious. With all that freedom, it is not clear how much, what they want you to do, you know? Like, the engineering system in this game is amazing. It's incredible. You can do so much. But the problem is that the developers are thinking in one particular narrow manner of how the engineering system is supposed to be used, and they do not really teach you to use the engineering system in their one very specific way. So, it leads me to not know what exactly they want me to get done. Too many choices can be as helpful as too few, yes. Strong Zonaite longsword. Drop that. Okay, so you know
I
about
can do it! Charge!
Finally. Christ all fucking mighty.
That's all the locks, Link. The door should open now. Let's go see it, Goro.
God, please, yes, they have to like force my camera over to it because I didn't know that little switch would move the door. Oh yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna try to stop being salty. Okay. Let's switch over to fuse equipment. Oh, it's already been. Okay. Oh my god, it's like a buzzsaw. Oh, oh dear. Okie dokie. So, have a bite to eat. Save. I think part of the problem is they sort of do teach you the fuse system, but it's scattered across multiple shrines, so if you've not been to one by the time you get to a temple, you're a tad shit out of luck. I do have a problem, like a fundamental problem with the fact that they've spread out the abilities to explore the world so much in this game. Like I legitimately... It opened. I'm legitimately unhappy that they wait so long to give you the paraglider in this game. I think that Breath of the Wild was a more tight design for many reasons. That being one of them. We gotta smash those red rocks and rescue Zelda. Oh great, do I have to do something absurdly convoluted again?
Here I go. Let's roll.
Oh, he goes up the sides. Okay, this is okay. At least they taught me that
Where's
instantaneously.
Zelda? That's
An eye.
really big. big!
What the hell is this thing? Oh dear.
Oh no! Is Zelda inside the monster?
Crab? No. Marbled Goma. Ah, it's Goma! Holy moly, I haven't seen Goma in a hot minute.
We've got to save her, Goro!
I feel like I'm inside the Deku tree once again.
Those legs will hurt if they hit you! Be careful, Goro! Here it comes! I can do it! Sure! That's not fun! Look out! Goro! Now! Here's our chance, Goro! I can do it! Sure! Got it! Here it comes! Goro! Now!
Son of a... You asshole!
Rocket exploded! It's gonna explode! Get back! Here it comes! Sure! Here's our chance, Goro! It's so strong!
Get back here, Yunobo.
Goro! Look out! Here I go! Let go, boy! Now's your chance!
Oh, I think I made him angry. He's an angry Goma. Oh dear.
Bubbles, look out! Sure! Run away! Quick! Here it comes! More bombs, Goro! Let me handle it! Goro! Watch out,
Well, this is just awkward.
Goro! I can do it! Let's go! Now's our chance, Goro!
All right. We got this under control. Don't worry.
We've almost got him. We can finish him off together.
Ah.
I can do it. Let's go. Now's your chance.
There we go. Blast it. Bye-bye, creature thing. It was not nice knowing you, and you were a pain in the ass to reach. Oh yeah, it's a heart. Is mine? What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? All right, cool. So, what's the story here?
Yonobo, Little Rock.
I've heard that voice. Are you the one who's been talking to us this whole time, Goro?
Yes, I am your ancestor from a time long past. I served the first king of Hyrule as a mighty warrior, and as a sage who, like you, could command fire. You fight using your body as a weapon. Impressive. You are my descendant, the pride of the Gorons. You defeated that monster, the source of those foul rocks. But it was the Demon King who summoned it. He sent that monster to keep you from obtaining the stone you just found. My secret stone.
Secret stone? Demon King?
Huh. So this is the first you've heard of any of this. Then listen carefully to what I have to say. Let me tell you about the imprisoning war and the duty of our people. Many years ago, in the kingdom of Hyrule's earliest days, a great evil, the Demon King, sought to conquer the kingdom and kill everyone who resisted his rule. Rauru, the first king of Hyrule, rose up to oppose him, along with me and 5 other warriors. And to fight the Demon King, Rauru trusted us with secret stones. Incredible artifacts that amplified our powers. I stood beside my fellow sages as the Sage of Fire, stronger than ever with my secret stone. However, we were no match for the Demon King. Even my strongest blows weren't enough to break him. Rauru understood that we couldn't overcome the Demon King. In one last brave act, our leader sacrificed himself to imprison that monster.
That was the imprisoning war.
And then sometime later, the Sage of Time, one of the 6 sages, came to me. Her visit would set the Goron's duty in stone.
The magic restraining the Demon King will be undone. He will return. When that time comes, a noble swordsman named Link will oppose him. But Link will need help. Lend him your power. Your fire. The Goron's mastery of fire.
In that moment, the duty of the here. I'd like nothing more than to smash the Demon King. I swear that when the Demon King returns, the Sage of Fire will awaken again. The Goron Sage and the Goron people will fight alongside your swordsmen. And that's what you need to know about the imprisoning war and of our people's duty. You saved Goron City, but the Demon King is still out there. Yunobo, Little Rock, take out my secret stone and honor the pledge I made to the Sage of Time long ago. Fight alongside the swordsman. Link.
Okay.
So, it's my duty to help you fight? And he wants me to inherit this? Really?
I don't think so bad about it.
I don't know if I'm nearly as great as my ancestor was. But then, if I don't help out, I'd be letting everyone else down. There's no way I'll let that happen. I can do this!
Oh, it came with a belt, too.
I am the Sage of Fire! I've got an awesome new power, Goro!
How convenient.
Link, hold out your fist.
Fist bump.
You can count on the Sage of Fire. I'll fight by your side till the very end.
I'm entertained.
And take this. It's proof I stand with you.
Link's hand is smaller than one finger. Ah, yes, another ring.
With that ring, you'll be able to call on my power anytime, Goro. I promise, I'll be strong enough to fight beside you, no matter what happens. Okay, let's head back.
Just as simple as that. Hey, Jiggleham, if there's any chance that you're still here, thank you so much for coming along for the ride. Have a good rest of your day. Ugh, at least my salt about doing the dungeon is done with. Whoops. I forgot how animu these games can be. Like, I keep forgetting just how Animu it is. Pretty sure that mind control meat products was an episode of Supernatural. God. I can finally believe you. I can hardly believe you're making me worry like that. I oughta... Don't be mad at President Yunobo. It's okay, Selgro. I'm the one who made such a mess of things after all. If I had just been more careful. You said you'd put Goron City back to normal, and you did. You're the hero of Goron City. You were there, you were when you made Yunobo Co., and you still are now. Thanks. Oh. And we have to thank you too, Link. You got rid of the marbled rock roast, and smiles are coming back to Goron City. I keep imagining what might have happened if you hadn't broken that mask. No, I can't even think about it. Princess Zelda wasn't angry we ruined the mask, was she? Actually, we weren't able to catch up with her. It was also strange. Now that I think about it, it seems like she was walking towards the giant monster by choice. After that, we didn't see her again.
Aww.
President Yunobo? Do you think that maybe Princess Zelda is one of the bad guys? Huh? What do you mean? Like, maybe the giant monster was pretending to be Princess Zelda? Huh? No way. Hang on, come to think of it, my ancestor was talking about the Sage of Time. And that sage looked a whole lot like Princess Zelda, so maybe she is the real Zelda. But my ancestor lived a really, really long time ago, so that would be weird. But if it is true, then that means that was the real Zelda we were looking for. My ancestor said, but that was so long ago. And Princess Zelda, could she have been the real one? Or not? Or maybe... I'm so confused. Real or not, we need to find Princess Zelda and ask her ourselves. I'll ask you guys at Yunobo Co. to search... I'll ask my guys at the Yunobo Co. to search the area around the city and any leads on the princess. Even if you're not here with me, we'll still be connected, Link. You can count on me. Vow of Yunobo, Sage of Fire. Proof of the Vow of Yunobo, Sage of Fire. Use it to summon or dismiss the avatar of Yunobo. The enthusiasm's great and all, but let's not go digging up any more weird rocks. You got that, Yunobo? Alright, well... Oh, my word. Well, let's go ahead and pick up a side quest before I stop for the day. I remember something about that other Zelda. When we were mining marbled rock roast on the north side of Death Mountain, she said something kind of funny. She told me not to get near the lizard lakes, but she didn't say why. Bit surprised to hear the words lizard lakes coming out of your craw. Don't much hear about them lakes these days. I still recall an old nursery rhyme about 'em. One brother hunts what the other brother hides. Two lizards fighting over what's inside. Not everyone knows this, but the lizard lakes are also called the Lizard Brothers. I searched high and low for them back in my younger years. Always thought treasure might be there somewhere. Then on my hunt, Death Mountain blew its top. It was covered in lava before you could say boom. Boy, I'd forgotten all about that search for the lakes. That's it. Talking about this has me all worked up. It's been a real long time, but I'm ready to start the hunt again. Best place to start looking is halfway up Death Mountain. My hunch way back when led me to the north side. There's a Yunobo Co. dig site there too, so we can hop on a minecart and get cracking. Oh, my aching back. Alright, so that is the end of my exploits today, and I get to have some fun padding out and exploring the rest of the world. Guys, thank you so much for coming along for the ride and watching. Thanks for the help. Despite my salt, thanks for dealing with my salt. Thank you so much for helping me through that dungeon, because God knows it was a bit of a... woof, you know? Anyways, here's the deal, guys. I hate to do this, but I have to nix the squats today because I have 15 minutes to get myself ready to get out the door. So, sadly, I'm going to have to reject all the squats today because of how we ran overtime. You guys take care of yourselves, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you one more time. I'll see you again.